Okay, let's test. Test. Mm. Test. That's fine. Pasting the link in a couple of places again and then get going. I think I had one request today or this week. So we're going to be starting with that. Where do I have the Discord open? Let's see. There it is. So pasting the link. And there we go. Okay, so we should be seeing this all. So let's check out what was the requests. First it was NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA had a quite of a move, so it's good to go through that. See if it did anything we couldn't prepare for. He had a massive move. Let's see, where was that? We're looking for a three-way move here, I think. I think this turns more into a 5-wave, to be honest, to the downside. However, this is 5-wave as well. Friday. So this is very much of a impulsive structure. Can't remember what we went through before. Because we never got like a 5-wave off of this, like 4th and 5th. This does look like it is impulsive. It would be best to get like one more high. So here we have hit the 1.618 extension. We could be creating a structure like this, then it would be way clearer. This can be a 5-wave as well though, already. It would fit decently well. We were looking at this. I just can't remember what we were talking about previously. Did I take a trade on this? Might be that I did. We'll have the stops here. The stop should be down below here. Let me take a look at that history that I have. I think we were talking about like this being a potential 5-wave, and we were looking for one more dump and then up. Because I still am in a position here. So I have a different exchange than what this is providing me, so it's just a bit different. It almost took me out though. This one, let's see, super close. So mine was, this low was 100.94 and I had stop 10058. What's in here? 10038. Okay, so I was saved by this much. Oof. 0.5%. Yeah. I guess once Monday opens, I need to take profits because this kind of looks finished, and we have divergences here, so I definitely need to take profits here. Do we have like any divergence here? There is divergence on CVD, slight one here, which again makes me a bit concerned. But again, there is opportunity down here as well. Once we come down a bit, this area has loads of volume, as you can see here, so that should be acting as support. Only thing that I wanted to, what else I would want on there would be some kind of daily open or something. Not quite sure if these are really that good for that, but again, they do act as resistance areas. ABC down. It's still possible that this is the first structure, and we are just creating. Well, the most bullish structure would be a 1-2 here. This would be a micro, and then 1-2. Sub-micro, sorry about that. So let's get rid of these. So 1-2, 1-2 would be the best thing. But again, we don't really want this to collapse down like so. We want to see more of a gradual, some kind of three-way, some kind of structure that takes longer than this one. So comparing that in time for the 1-to-1 would be Wednesday, almost at the close. So that's where I would be looking at if I was to long this. Wednesday, late Wednesday at earliest. I might be setting a alert here for myself. So vertical alert here, and adding alert there. Actually, let's move that slightly there. There we go. So that's what I would be looking at that there. Let's go through the indices again. We had nice pumps last week. We never got that very low fall or very short fall, but instead potential. This is still valid for Dow. Definitely not the greatest look. I kind of feel that this is done. The proportions here for this being a wave 4 and this being a wave 2 is kind of whack, so out of line. Let's get rid of this as well. So it might be better that this is indeed some kind of a three-way structure. I feel like this got to the 0.618. Yeah, right there. Then got a move to the upside. There's a chance that this is something like this as well. And as long as we don't go past 1.618 here as a retracement. So this is all the area for a expanded B area. So anything from now to the downside is fine for a valid structure going down. Do I see this as a potential structure to the downside that starts something else now? Not really. Don't think that is the case. We had a three-way structure coming down and 5 waves to the upside, which means that this is a corrective pattern of something. We did take out the high, or just barely missed it here. Just around the all-time high still. So there is a resistance here for sure. If we go through that, find back support for it, might be going higher. Yep, as well, like ES dropped a lot here on like on Monday, but then we pumped the rest of the week. So I haven't updated this like picture at all, and you can see here we went through the beyond the 0.5. So I'm not quite sure if this is really valid anymore, because this is so large in comparison to this photo here. And both would be some kind of flats, you see here. I really don't like it. I kind of like this idea more now. One of these is the low here and potentially fifth here. Because the drop here on both kind of looks corrective because it's so overlapping. This extension here though, this kind of looks impulsive, how high it's gone. We create this and this, we might be looking for this trade still, where we are looking 4, 5 and then 3 wave pullback. So what we might be looking for is 3, 4 and 5, then A, B, C coming down. A, B, C. Big dump soon on ES. I mean, the issue for higher time frame ideas was that on ES especially, since the highs that we had on July, like we came down in 3. So that doesn't really signal a dump yet to me. I think this was just a corrective of either the B wave or something larger. And these like extensions to the upside has been really powerful. You can see like the third wave extended here so far, and here it's gone beyond to 1.618 as well. Really big. So like, if this is not the end of the B wave, as I don't think it is, or I had this as a bearish version, but again, thinking that this could be either a 1-2 here, higher degree, or even more as a bearish scenario, some kind of A, B and C looking for higher. Right? And this here would be micro and this would be the 1-2 of that C wave. This is the bullish scenario, I feel like. And these areas here would be giving us the opportunities to go long. Let's see, where do we have most volume here? Lower. Doesn't mean that we can't pivot earlier. There is quite a nice volume spike right here. Let's see, where is that? 55.34. Back to 1 hour. 3.4. And that's a POC here, lower dot time frame as well. It doesn't really retrace too much, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't even get to the 0.618. Yeah, this is the issue with the indices quite often, that they don't retrace too much and they just keep on pumping because the risk to reward ratio. How you'd have to play is that you would be looking at this being a 3 wave, and if this last leg, basically in this example, this leg extends too far, then you would be out and not comparing to this low. There is some like Subargus here, and also these VWAPs might be getting higher as well, might be acting as well as support. Not as powerful, I don't think, as in some crypto. Nasdaq as well. On Nasdaq now, again, I did not actually look at this during the week. Nasdaq invalidated the idea that we would have a fourth here anymore. Okay, so that is kind of confirmed that we have like 3, 4 and 5 here somewhere. Because again, this overlap here, we can't have that. So I think this is some kind of corrective structure here. WXY or ABC. WXY just labeled just because this looks more like a 3 wave. This can be labeled in 3 as well easily. But again, we are going upwards here. And we can easily label this into being some kind of 5 or some kind of diagonal here. And we would have some kind of 1, 2, oh sorry, oops, 1, 2. Well, this is all over the place. We're getting some divergence here, so some kind of 3, 4, 5 yet to happen, I think. This was the similar situation where we had the ES. And again, this fits kind of into the idea that ES has been more powerful than Nasdaq, even with this local pump here. We saw on ES, it's kind of areas in here in comparison to this dump at least. Micro voice is very low. Let me see, give me just a second. Micro voice is very low. Let me see if I can fix any of that. Audio, let's see if I can make some kind of maybe filter, noise gate. What does this do? I have no idea. Gain, there is a gain. Let's bump that up to 2 decibels. Let me know if it is better now. No, I'll continue with that. But yeah, I think this is more closer. And again, the more bearish idea would be that we would be doing this. Minimum, where we'd be looking for extension for that C wave, would be the 0.618. That would be just taking out this high. So what can we take out of this is if we take out this high on Nasdaq, it is possible that C wave is already complete, right? On ES, it's a bit different because the 0.618 is way further up, right? That would be all-time highs here. So that would be the minimum. And if both of these trigger and we start going down, then it's possible that this whole structure would be done. It's more probable to go towards the 1-to-1 than the 0.618, but this is the minimum I want to see. Let's see if here we got any better levels. Well, we do have a yearly VWAP. Of course, we can see that it has reacted sometimes, but sometimes it hasn't really done much, right? So that might be of use or not. POC, that would be a really nice area. It's where we have currently the VWAP. Of course, this both VWAP monthly and the weekly are going to go turning up higher as the price lingers longer here. So there's not going to be this support anymore. But this is an old area of interest where we have this POC. We've had this area where we've had struggles and found support multiple times and found resistances as well coming down here as well. Went through it. It could now find support once we again do something like this and then potentially going up. So let's just leave that on for here and draw some kind of expectation, something like this. I'd think I'm setting an alert down here for myself just to take a look at it again. If that hits on ES, on probably some similar area, this low here, which is 5540. Yeah, I kind of like that, for now at least. And then we can look for longs somewhere in here. Let's go through the stocks a bit. Let's get rid of this because that is so much of information that we don't need. We had this 5-wave looking like structure coming down, but we had overlap. So I guess it could only be a expanding diagonal, but again, we can't really channel it properly, or we can't channel it, so it's not really expanding. So it's not something I really like. The only thing that I was expecting last time, I think we talked about it, this being some kind of 3-wave to the upside, then 3, either this X is done or it's doing something like this, and then we go up again. But yeah, some kind of 3-wave mess is about to happen, and not interested in that yet, at least. Meta, nothing crazy going on. Yeah, so much overlap that it's not really interesting to me. Boeing still going lower. Yeah, I don't think this is the right count, to be honest. But I couldn't fit anything really good here either. Not really liking that. Coinbase. This was the idea previously that we were talking about with the diagonals, that we should only get structure like this, very short, and not necessarily looking for the invalidation here, but somewhere here. Because again, generally when we have this congestion of price, we should find support just on the lower side of it and then go up. And if that doesn't happen, it's very often that we see this. But currently we are potentially looking at this that we had as another option, where we have a 3-way structure coming down, where we're looking for some kind of diagonal in here. So at this point we would have labeled this as a 1, 2, 3. Whoops, that's a wrong one. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, and looking for 5th. So we should be taking out this low here before we are going up, if this is a diagonal. And again, for that to happen, this would have to be an ABC of subminuet, and then this would be a wave 4. Again, wave 4 in a previous wave 4 of lower degree is very common, and then we'd be looking for that 5th wave. Potential still to go higher. Apple. What did we have here? We had the 618. We had the we had this move to the downside. We now did get that retracement tag here. We're now basically back at break even almost. I never got any profits out of this yet, but I probably should once it opens. If it doesn't, then I'll just guess I close the position. It's possible that we just create, or this is the 5th wave here, or 5-way structure, and we create a bit higher retracements as well, and then continue to the downside. We'll see. This was a very large amount of move, so I kind of like the up longs here as well a bit better. Not much volume going on though. We just have a daily here and an old weekly that we have already tapped, so that's not as relevant anymore. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Amazon. And then July 16, the highs that we had here. Yeah. So this is quite different. Retracement is very shallow. What I'm thinking is, because this, again, similar to the indices, looks very three-wave. 0.618 here. We got a, almost to the touch. Maybe we can fix these a bit. Nope. Do we have someone else here? Oh, we have loads of volume. Nothing else though. But again, bullish scenario would be a 1-2 here and 1-2. Bearish would be saying more that this could be that ABC. But that is still overall bullish, right? So you're looking for this. Structure wise, it's still possible, I guess, that this is some kind of structure like this to create expanded flats, because this extension here has not gone too high yet, right? It's at the 1.61, so anything beyond this, it favors the third wave instead, if it takes it one more high or once more. It might be that this could be, let's see actually. There's a yearly view up here. Nothing else though. I think we have to just wait for this whole structure to be finished and see if we pivot somewhere in here. It is more probable that this could be a 1-2, 1-2 instead. If we go beyond the 1-to-1, pivot here, more likely to be having an ABC here. And again, if we just pivot at the right, basically right now, I kind of like the idea that this is expanded flat. A lot of stuff on the charts, I know, yeah. Hopefully you can still see. Palantir is coming back up. And first just riding this wave to the right. Marx was climbing back up after this dump. 18% dump. Now we have gone up 12% again. Just massive how much this has moved again. There's somewhere here. 26 to the top and 15 to year to date. NVIDIA we took a look at. SMH. Kind of similar again. We want to look for a long opportunity. On this one again, we probably want to maybe this high here, so something like this. So this should be here. Not the best risk to ratio, but it's still at the moment at least around 0.618. Let's see if there's anything else here. Well, we've got loads of volume at the top, so this is probably could be a good area to look for shorts. There's a new monthly, untapped monthly, to be honest. This is something that I would potentially look for a short. There's so many new levels here though. Yeah, that's not giving too good risk. Keeping the stop tight here is important. And then looking for something like this. A good risk ratio. If it just goes through it, then that's it. But yeah, good risk ratio for sure. The yearly here, I think that looks really nice. Sadly there's no like opens here, daily open or anything. Yeah, SMH kind of looks like good at that area. I'm setting alerts just below that, 241.6 or something, so I can take a look at that if I want to short that. Google is coming up to a massive resistance as well. It's not as bad. It's similar. Monthly open is just a bit higher. It's got loads of volume as well though. Not as interesting as they're not overlapping. So the more of those things are overlapping, the better. But again, if it's two of these, I guess market makers are just not going to do anything with that. AMD. This was kind of like, I wished this had like 4th and 5th. We never did. We just hit the 1.618 and bounced down. Kind of annoying. Very overlapping here. And then again, massive move to the upside. How much is this? 20? 15? Okay. It didn't have like, yeah, it doesn't have opens either. It does have this nice volume cluster here. It's around 618. At the moment it is. You could be looking for a scalp here. Something like this. Volume cluster overall, it's kind of small in comparison to the resistance that we're going to be having if we go up higher. Gotta watch on that yearly VWAP here as well. That's coming down. If it lines up with the POC while the price is coming up, it's not going to go through. But I think those are the ones that I wanted to talk on the stocks. Let's check out the crypto still. Mainly what I've been doing now is gone through like a few ones that I liked. Like, let's check out those. What did we have? With I had this. It tagged this perfectly. So what did I have here? Is a daily open that was not tagged, at least here on this exchange. And we had a nice looking volume area here as well. So again, what do I do usually is I front run this a bit, and yeah, now it's given me already. I took profits down somewhere below here first time. No, this low here. This low. Because we got divergence here on lower degree, and then I just let it run. We'll see if that creates a lower move based on this, which would be ideal, or whether it's just coming back up now. But this kind of, we had to do alleyway wise, 5 waves kind of looks like it. Another one that is looking decent, I think earlier this at least, was Ron. And this hit really nicely as well. What we had is pretty much the exact same setup. We had a daily up here, we had a nice volume cluster going into that daily. What we did in price, we just got into it and rejected instantly back to the earlier support areas where we had more volume again. So yeah, currently fighting that POC of this whole area. We'll see how this turns out. Again, I have taken profits already, so don't really mind. Oh yeah, it was the POC of this whole thing. So again, POCs in crypto, especially a bit smaller caps, is super important. And whenever we get, like, regardless of Elliott wave or anything, whenever we have these like a daily opens with volume POCs, it's super effective, right? But again, we have to take profits whenever we have resistances. So, or at least in this short setup where we have support. So where do we have support? Somewhere in here. We have, well, this is not a new one. This is a new one this daily, so disregard that. But we have VWAPs here, loads of volume, lower degree POC. So again, we've got to take profits on that. But let's go back to the list that we have here. Just wanted to point out some that I had nice moves from. Like ZIL here at the moment. What's good here? Like you can instantly see we have the POC, we have a daily open. This is an area for scalp for sure. We have also a VWAP here, which is again the monthly VWAP. So not resets every week. So again, really something interesting. I probably need to, I'll add that to my list as well. I've got to check that on Bing X, which I'm using. Dots. Talk about the POCs. Well, we found another one up in here, but a bit more local of range. Let's take a look at that, I think. Oh, yeah. Did you look at that here? If it updates, maybe it updates. Daily POC. I mean, like these kind of scalps, you would just do. This could be even up in here because the volume only drops off in here. So it could be a bit wider stop. You also have the ending of a month here for a POC. Maybe it's crucial, I don't know yet. Haven't really looked into these, but some have used them. But yeah, some kind of potential area. But again, this is so far away that I'm not really too interested. 30% away, so yeah, I'm just setting an alert here to take a look at that. But yeah, let's zoom in a bit and see if we had something here. Daily. We had this local POC. It didn't have anything clumped up with it, so I'm not looking for shorts. We could be just pivoting here. I mean, Elliott wave it's probably right around the 1-to-1 extension here. Just a bit short, but so can't really trade that. BNB has gone through this one. A new weekly with a volume cluster here. It could be something. I'm adding that to my list. Check out on BingX. Bitcoin. Gone through the VWAP or the POC. We had some struggles with it, but again, used one of the yearly VWAPs here, and we could be just going up higher. We have a weekly up in top. Could be an area of interest for some kind of scalp. But yeah, at the moment it kind of feel like this could be going a bit higher. But again, it's weekend, so most likely it's just doing sideways things, doing a bit of a roller coaster, and some alts are going to be following it and some not. The POC is not as strong in this one as you can see. We have quite a few of these large areas of volume. We've gone through 2 of those. There's still one more just where we basically pivoted. If we go through that, the volume drops off, so it can be easier to climb. But again, as we have gone quite far from the previous low, there's less and less buyers, the smart money buyers at least, because and this would be the retail jumping in somewhere in here. If they see some kind of so-called breakout, they might be using this as the breakout level, one of these previous highs. I don't know. It's got some resistance down here, right around this monthly, but it has been tapped. I'm not interested in that. We have one here. So again, similar to what was it, dot? That is really far away. Don't really care for this one yet, but as we saw it, we can set an alert here somewhere on ETH. Yearly view up coming up. We have a couple clusters here, but no volume. I think volume is kind of crucial to have, not just blindly go into these. AVAX almost got into the VWAP. We had some things going in here. Let's clear this up a bit. Did we get into position here? We have a trade set up here, but I can't remember. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, I missed that. It's fine. There's always more trades to come. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing also either. There wasn't like a open or anything here. There was, and we didn't touch the POC here. EOS. What's happened with Matic? I've seen it removed on BingX and now here on what I believed was Binance, right? Yeah. What happened with that? I still have Matic, I think. Hopefully it's just not like completely deleted. VeChain, that has like a the only thing that I don't like about this is we already tapped this. Oops. We already tapped this daily. So I'm not quite sure if I want to take this anymore. Probably not, because that is, yeah. We gotta take the ones that we actually like. I need to take a look at that actually if I have a order there. I don't think I would have, but you never know what I've done before. Or I never know what I've done before. Too many trades going on to keep track. This is looking very bullish. We have something here. Phantom. Stuck on this volume here. Could be just 5, maybe. If it comes back down here, but it's not enough volume it creates unless it comes back all the way down here. What did I have here as a setup? Maybe it's based on this volume here. It probably is. No alert set. ADA here as well. Similar to the ones before. We have a weekly on daily. This could be like dumped here for some more of a scalp, and if not, then here where the volume drops off for a short. Quite a few of these short setups going on. Kind of big resistance here on SHIB. I think I actually had this on BingX already labeled out. Not really lining up. I don't, yeah, not liking this. Is cake, because these like spikes look very weird. Maybe this is just like it's not really much used here. on Binance or not traded that much, so the volume is low. This kind of looks good. Looking at this, we have a daily, old weekly, and a POC. Adding that to an alert. And that's a long setup. Whoa. Yearly VWAP. Rejection. Atom has this area here. Weekly and a, yeah, that's potentially a, again, short. And you don't need to do too many things like this, like, or too often, these kind of things, because this is going to take time. I don't think this just doing this, or this, no. I think this is like a week or something, at least, that it's going to take. But how it's going to get up in here, it might be doing something like this. Because this kind of looks impulsive to the upside, LA wise. Coming back, maybe a weekly open, maybe that fits into some kind of retracement. If this goes up a bit higher into monthly, we don't know. I'm going to be setting alert somewhere beyond this week, weekly open, sorry, just to see if there is something else I can find, if that taps. Old weekly, not interested in that. The reason those are still in this is because the price has not closed below them or beyond them, right? That's why I still have them here. It might be wise to just remove them completely if they are tapped. So I'm not really using them, to be honest, too much if they are tapped. Monthly, same position. It's already been tapped. But that area for sure was stacked. Oh, look at that. Look at what we missed. Okay, I see the reason why I'm not interested in this. It was tapped weekly here already. But now it only tapped the POC, it didn't get to the weekly, and it rejected really hard here. 2.7%. Yeah, this area as well, monthly, with loads of volume. But that, again, that is already old one. Sadly, you gotta have like a mentality where you're going to go by your rules. You can't just like get in on this. If you have set some rules for yourself. This is Sunday already, so this is today's open, right? It's not. Oh, it is. Let's see. This kind of looks impulsive to the downside. I'm not sure if I want to long this, even if it came down here. I think I'm gonna skip that. But if you were to take this, it would just be something like this. Let's see, volume is tapped off here completely, but maybe something like this. Maybe it just sweeps these lows and then still goes, but then it's not really acknowledging these levels anymore. So you could just make it really tight and make it a smaller position size. But anywhere was again, I would be expecting something like this. Is there anything that fits in here? It's a daily and 786. No volume mode, which is kind of bad. Yeah, not interested. No. that's it. That's that. I think last time we were looking at actually some of the forex pairs, and this was one of them. I remember we had the POC and we marked this area. I remember getting this alert, and we did get a rejection from it. Nice 0.3 now here. I don't think I have actually taken this trade. I think I just had the alert. What time is this? Afternoon, yeah. I don't think I was getting anything done that time. Yeah, these are like respected very well as well. It's missing slightly before pivot. And again, this is why you should front run this bet. How much? I can't really tell you. It's, I guess, just a bit. Just enough. That's the right answer. Bitcoin, ETH. Yeah. We already gone through those. It's still not enough. Bitcoin, voice. ETH. Yeah. We already gone through those. It's still not enough. That is weird. I need to take a look at that offline then, if I can make any adjustments. Or it might be this position that I'm now in. So I might not be talking directly into the mic. So I have the screen just slightly offset now since I moved. But yeah, I think that is pretty much all I want to share. Like, we had quite a few things going on here this week, quite a few indices changing a bit of count. It's going to be really interesting, in my opinion, if we are going to be getting this, and how, and if we are again pivoting all the way up in here. And this is going to be kind of drastic on crypto, but then we could have that very much of a bigger pivot. Check out the total 3, which is the altcoin thing. This is what we wanted. It's not really happened yet. And this kind of looks like more of a 5. This is not really too promising, unfortunately. Some altcoins have come down so much. Even from these lows or highs, 30% or something, easily. But if we are just looking at the high time frame picture that we have, like, can you get any more bullish? I don't think you can. Especially if we get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then you sell some here, just take profits on spot position, wait for it to get back in here. Of course, you don't sell everything here because it maybe just does this, I don't know. But if it does this, comes back into this previous range, you just buy and hold, and then you would have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. As long as this high does not break all-time high, it's more probable to have this as a 1, 2, right? Yeah. The only thing about that count, or the issue with that count, on total 3, which is again excluding Bitcoin and ETH, is that this can easily be labeled as 5. But this is very much as rapid as this structure here was. So it's not really easy. Maybe this is something like this instead, 3, 4, 5, and we are just like having this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, which is again the reason if we take out this high, this qualifies as the 5th wave. So I don't really want us to take all-time highs now, because again, it gives us better probabilities for the later parts to have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or or this could be just this as well. But that's the very much higher time frame, and this can take up like years to develop, or if we just don't go up. But yeah, that's the this week's update. I feel like if you're interested in learning more, you can check out my Patreon for basics course of LA Wave, and for higher education purposes, you can take a look at this LA Wave and RSI Advanced course on Udemy. Again, including this here. Risk management is the most important thing in trading anything. So again, even if you're not interested in this or LA Wave, just check out that if you're new. But I think that is pretty much, again, everything I had. See you next week. Bye-bye.